Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to review Luke Sherrill's CourseIQ.app program. My team has spent a lot of time researching about this program, and I also have personal experience about courses. I've been making money online for the last 11 years, so I can tell you the pros and cons of the coaching business or selling a course as opposed to running a real service-based business, which is what I do and teach, which is rank and rent. I'm going to talk about that towards the end of the video, where I get paid thousands of dollars in commissions because I have websites that generate leads for local businesses, such as this was a $31,000 custom cabinets job that my site generated, and I got paid $1,600 in commission. The awesome part about these sites is that once they're ranked, they don't require any more maintenance for me. They just keep ranking and keep generating me leads and commissions. And the problem with selling courses is that it's such a saturated market. There's so many courses out there that if you just create a low quality course, it's going to be very difficult for that business model to be long term. Whereas with rank and rent websites, there's so many different niches and cities that you can go into that you're not facing the same level of competition. So the CourseIQ.app teaches you how to use AI to create and sell courses, but what he's teaching has major weaknesses. You're creating low quality AI generated courses in an already saturated market. AI created courses unfortunately feel generic, recycled, and lack real world experiences. The big question is, how are you going to make it stand out among thousands of other online courses? Plus, people are becoming more and more skeptical about these products in 2026. I sell a course or a coaching program for rank and rent, and I know how difficult it is to sell these courses. I have 11 years of real world experience with doing rank and rent, and so I couldn't imagine not having any experience like that and trying to sell an AI created generic course. That's what I see right away is the biggest issue with what Luke is teaching. Here's a review on YouTube that says the same thing that we found. AI will do most of the work for you, like creating your course content, writing your sales page, and even generating your ad copy, but it is tough to stand out in crowded markets. This one site said the same thing. Using AI to create courses carries a risk of low quality content. We found overwhelming amount of positive reviews on Trustpilot, but we have to take Trustpilot reviews with a grain of salt because these things are pretty easy to manipulate. So let's look at some of the pros. Selling info or selling courses is a high margin and it's scalable. The CourseIQ.app community has over 3,300 members. CourseIQ.app has a unique and relevant angle using AI to speed up course creation. The price of the program is $83 a month. There's some minimal upsells. So what do you do with this program? You're basically going to be using ChatGPT to prompt 90% of the heavy lifting of creating courses. You're going to be doing 4 tasks, which is find a profitable niche, using AI to analyze markets and identify in-demand topics, structure the product, outline the modules and lessons based on CourseIQ.app frameworks, generate content, create the actual course content, video scripts, and downloadable resources using ChatGPT prompts, write all marketing materials. You're going to be using ChatGPT to generate sales page copy, email sequences, and even ad copy. This is where I see another huge issue with this business model is that how do you get customers to actually find out about your course and buy your program? He's teaching running ads, but running ads is extremely expensive, very cutthroat and competitive. If you don't have an amazing product or a program, it's going to be difficult to be profitable running ads. You run the risk of spending a lot of money on ads and not getting any returns and burning through cash really fast if you're not careful. So what's included in the CourseIQ.app offers, like they got the community, they got some software where you can host your courses, build websites and funnels, manage email lists and processing payments. They got some video training, they call it the 6-figure launch lab. And then they have a upsell, a done for you ad service, a high ticket upsell where Luke's team manages your Facebook ads and data to help you scale. Again, even with a really established program or a course like what I have, which I've been teaching rank and rent for over 11 years, I have one of the best rank and rent programs out there. Even I myself don't run ads for my coaching program, okay? Because when you run meta ads, they take most of your profits and it's extremely difficult to stay profitable running ads. And this is why I just don't think this business model is gonna work for most people, especially when you're selling a course that ChatGPT created, because you're not gonna be able to speak in your ads or in your program with any level of expertise. In fact, most people don't have expertise when starting off online. This is why I don't recommend going into selling info, because it's very competitive, very saturated. I think a much better business model is ranking like a wood flooring or concrete or drywall site in small suburb cities all across the United States or other countries as well. Google wood flooring, Pasadena, California. This is one of my sites that pops up at the top of the Google search engine. Anytime customers call that number, it is being tracked with my call tracking, which you can see all the calls coming in right here. And my client is paying me every time they close one of these jobs. Or you can just close them on a flat fee. So a business owner might rent out a website from you for $500 to $1,000 a month. And once they start paying you this monthly fee, they'll keep paying you because they need to keep getting your customers. And then it becomes pretty passive after that. Whereas when you're trying to sell a course, you have to do ongoing work to build that community, to manage the ads, come up with new ad creatives, and making sure that you're staying profitable, which is going to be ultimately the biggest thing, in my opinion, that's going to stop most people from succeeding with what Mr. Luke Sherrill is teaching. So with that said, guys, if you're interested in making money online and not have to run ads and risk losing money on ads, I highly recommend you check out the Rank and Rent business model. I just launched a brand new coaching program this year. Link in the description.